Hey, what's up guys? Skills WG here and welcome to a cannon tutorial. So today we're going to do a cannon tutorial from what I have learned from my time playing as Sidra and Zal. I am level 28 Sidra and only like a level 13 Zal, but I've been playing cannon for quite a bit since they have been released, and I figured I'd do a little tutorial how things are going, so for those of you that want to know, you can learn how I learned. So we're gonna go over each individual move first, and then go on to like other interesting parts later. All right, first off, we're gonna start with a neutral sig or neutral light. Neutral light's a very quick move that hits in front of you, a little bit lower towards the bottom of the stage instead of more like above where Sidra's head is. But if you if you miss the move, it just does the normal attack. But if you land it, it does a shot like that. It's a very, very, very good move. It's one of the quickest moves for cannon to use and combos into stuff very, very well. Just like so. If done lower health, you can use neutral light like that. And if they were to say dodge to the left or dodge right, you can use that into itself. So we make him dodge left. We can do it like this, right into its own move. So it's a very good move to use in multiple situations, such as so, and you can even do it like that. It's also a pretty quick move that can be used for during certain strings where you can just get hit by your opponent and then gravity cancel and neutral light, and you can attack them back. It's not the quickest of moves, but it's also pretty quick. So certain ones it'll do very well at punishing them for missing their string. Side light is more of an anti-air move than it is a forward move. You can dash into it. I do a lot of times. I dash straight into it, then attack. So you get a little bit more movement on it, but it doesn't really have all that much hitbox in front of it. So if I was staying here, I still would not hit her, even still. So it doesn't have much hitbox in front of it. It's more of an anti-air, and he'll hit more in the air. So if you have a person jumping in the air, you can actually hit them pretty high in the air. So if that's one of their highest jump right there, you can almost hit them at a full jump, but not quite. Sidelight is a very quick follow-up to a lot of your moves. So if they do the dash towards you, dash away, or dodge, or anyway, one of the quick things after, say, a neutral light is just do a side light. Another thing, after a down air, you can do a side light really quick. So side light's a very good move after a lot of your things. At low health, the person at higher health, it's a little bit harder, but it's a very good quick move. But be careful of people backdashing, because if you say the person is right there and they choose to backdash when you do this, they can easily punish you, because you will continue to get closer to them, and they can just. So if they were right where my character is right now, and I went to hit them, I'd be right in front of them, and they can punish me if they dashed back. Downlight is your bread and butter. Downlight to neutral air is your bread and butter combo move that is true at all percentages. You almost want to do it all the time. Downlight, and it just pounds the person right up, and then you could do a neutral air after that for a combo like that. It's very good at killing when they're in kill percentage. But the thing about you have to be wary about downlight is. Let's back it up just here. Is that when you go forward like this, you can see that the hurt box. Let's get these on here. Hurt box and hitbox. You can see that. Oh, well, you can see that that's not what's supposed to happen. What just happened right there? There is your hurt box is really far in front of your actual weapon, and it takes quite a while for the move to come out. So if they have any like neutral light or something side light that they could do into you, you won't even hit them for a couple while. Then you get covered in your hitbox. So be careful. This move is very punishable, and if you do it at the right time, it comes with a good combo. Another true combo is down light to down air. You have to do it. It's a lot harder to pull off because you have to do it like instantly. It does not have that many frames. I'm not even that good at it. But it is true at all percentages, I believe, just like so. And it gives, if you do it right, it gives you into more of a combo that you can do later. But I would say starting to learn off, just do the neutral air. It's still a really good combo. Now the air moves, side air, just a simple side air. It's much like Rocket Lance. It's very good at recovering. So if you get hit way off, just use a side air to come back. It doesn't have as much hitbox in front as the Rocket Lance, but it's still, and it's not super quick. You actually don't do a hurt box until a little bit. So you start going off, you do the side air, and you think that you're gonna do it right there, but you actually don't do it until a little bit farther forward. So there's times where I thought I would go through, hit them, but I'm actually not, I'm gonna go past them with my hurt box, so my hitbox. So that's that, so be careful. It's just a tad slow, not too bad, but it does get punished quite often that I have found. At low health, side air into neutral does pretty well. I'm not sure if it's 100% true or not. Or side air like that might be true, but also it's a very good move. Oh, that's pretty good. I don't think any of these are true, but it's still a very good combo to do after you hit them, if you could attempt to do that. Now I've done neutral air. Neutral air is just your shot up, just cannon shoots. It's got an okay sized hitbox, but it shoots you back down. You don't actually go up any farther than where you do it, and it kind of pushes you back down a little bit, so you can try to recover and then you go back down just a little bit. So be careful of doing that off the edge. It's an okay move. It's not quick. It has quite a bit of recover frames, so it's punishable. But if you have someone jumping above you, it's pretty good to do a dash into jump like that. It hits them quite often, and a lot of people, well, you could do a jump or you could do a dash or hit them, and then they will just fall back down or dash back down, and you can do the same thing like that. And then I've done it multiple times in a row to some people. Not that it works all the time, but it's a good idea to try out if you feel like it. Another neutral air. Now we have down air. Down air is your spike kind of move. It jumps and spikes him to the ground. Now it doesn't work as much as you would think about it. It's not really all that powerful. It's more of a setup move than it is a spike off the edge move. Now it will work off the edge, but it's one of the slower light attacks in the game as far as I'm aware. I believe it's like 17 or 18 frames before it hits. So it gets punished quite a bit, especially against Katars. But it's a very good, one of my favorite like string beginners. So I start with like a neutral, and if they dodge, I'll dodge up and attack them with a down air. Because if they try to jump or anything, it's one of the easier ones to react to. If they dodge left or right, you can just do a down air towards them. One way to approach is to dash in like that. Woo, look at that combo. Of course that person wasn't dodging, but just jump dashing into down air is a pretty good starter like that. And one thing you could do with down air and side light, it's a very good combo, but if they had a dodging, they would be like so, like that would be good. But you could just do a jump air, side air, jump, side air. You could do this like almost over again. Oh, down air, sorry. Down air and side light. Down air, side light. Down air, side light. It's one very good combo that you can do. It doesn't really work against people like higher up, but you might be able to work on it against people a little bit lower rank, because it's pretty quick and it hits right in front of you. So if you know they're gonna dash through you, try to side light, and then down air right after that. You have your recovery. Now this recovery is kind of an odd recovery. It's very slow. And if you see the hitbox, it actually, most of it is below the character. There's not actually that much above the character. And so you have to kind of expect that. If you want to go hit somebody off the edge here, it's got a pretty wide hitbox. Like you can go pretty high with this thing. But if you want to hit somebody off the edge, you do not want to go low like this, because they will be here and they can hit anything. A down light with a sword could hit you if you do it right here. So I suggest going more off to the side like this, coming up, more expecting the bottom half of your character to be shown, because it'll more likely punish them than it will to be punish you, rather than coming right up to the side there. Recovery is a very, very good option after the down light neutral air. You can do it really quick like, and a recovery, if they're not paying attention, they can get hit by that again. So it's a good string to continue on after your bread and butter combo there. Ground pound is probably one of the worst moves in the game. Nah, it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong, but it's not that good. it takes forever to come out. It takes forever to release. It can be used for situations where you will release it just above the person so they can jump into it. But it's just, the hitbox is very, very tiny. You can see it was right there, just rarely right below you. It's almost like a straight line. I think it might have actually gotten a little bit bigger since the last time. I can't remember, but it's just a kind of move. You hit it, it's pretty powerful. It will shoot you down pretty hard, which is good. But like I said, the hitbox is pretty small, making it kind of hard to hit and very punishable at times. All right, now let's start with some strings now. Strings are almost unlimited for what you can do. Like, it just depends on what the persons do. But I'm gonna go with some easier ones and some things that most commonly happen. I'm not gonna do like, okay, they're gonna dodge really high up to the left, blah blah blah, and do this because like it could be going on forever. So we're gonna do some simple ones, and I've already showed the one. We're gonna start with the bot just dashing to the left. So say a lot of times when you attack someone, they try to go dodge through you after attack or dash through you. I've showed you this where you do neutral light, dodge down, and then you can do it neutral light again. Okay, so it's a very good. There, that was a good string right there. So if you do it quick enough, you dodge down like that. Ooh, I didn't actually do that right that time. But you could do that down light at the end there. Oh dang, it's pretty hard to do. It's pretty hard to do. It might not even be possible to do, but also like you've done before, like I just did there, I could backdash and do it again. And do a down air or something like right after. All right, so now they're in a little bit of yellow. This is one of my favorite strings that actually works quite often, even at high ranks. It's very damaging and helps a lot. So it's going to be a down light, side air. No, it's gonna be neutral light, side air, down light, neutral air. Okay, so let's do this. So I hit him with that, dash, back and forth. Oops, I have a little too much health on that guy. Let's try that again. So dash in, dash across. Ah, I missed it. I missed the neutral air. And they dodge away from the recovery. But if they didn't dodge at the end of the recovery is also a way to end it up. They can, I believe that they can dash, or at higher health, or even most of the time, I believe they can jump out of the downlight second time around, but a lot of people don't. There we go. See, that was a string that was amazing. It performs really well, and it works. I try to do it to a lot of people who try to dodge through me a lot. All right, so here is one that works. If you do you can punish attack by doing a dash inside air. You could do, if they dodge through again, you can do something like that. And most of the time that side air will hit. Oops, missed that there. Most of the end of the side air will hit. And you can, after that, they could probably dodge again, but it's a very good string to continue if they dodge through you. Most of the strings that I show you also work with dodging away. It's just you have to read whether they will go through you by turning around and doing your attack, or continuing to move forward and doing your attack. So take that one we just did, just like that. See how I did the same move? It's just I expected them to dodge forward. Obviously, I know they're gonna dodge forward here. But if you expect it and you go for that read, then you got it, and that's good. Now, one of my favorite strings, besides the one I showed you earlier, was someone actually did this against me, and I thought it was really good. Now, if you do your bread and butter combo of down light, neutral air, and they dodge down from that, you can actually do it a second time. There, look at that. I think that recovery might be able to hit at the end, but maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. But that is, if they do that, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Now make sure with that last string that you jump when you do this. You do that jump before the second one, because if you don't, you'll be way too low. I would suggest if you're starting off learning strings and trying to dodge read people, that you use, after like one of your attacks, like a side light or a neutral light, your second combo, your second part of the string should be a jump and down air. Now that works because you if you do it right, you can get out of the way of the people for an attack. And if you don't know where they go, because I have the problem with people dodging to places I don't expect. So you could do something like that, jump in the air, and do something as so, because you could go in the air and figure out where they're gonna go. And down air works pretty good, especially a lot of people do dodge up and away from you now. You could do a jump and figure out where they're going, and then try to guess where they're gonna go from the air. And it also works with like also dodging down. Of course, that you'll take a little bit longer to do the string, but if they don't expect you to jump like that, you can get some good damage off. Another string that you can perform at semi-lower health, yellow and below, is side air to dash or to dodge and neutral air. So like so. I'm not sure if it's true or not. We could actually see that with some stun. It's not even true, but there's a lot of people who won't dodge that. It's actually pretty quick for them. And there we actually get 9. So it's not really that much, but I actually pull this off quite frequently in the game, where I just do that and immediately do a chase dodge, neutral air. And that person went flying that time. And I will hit them quite often. So on to edge guarding. Edge guarding is pretty tough with the cannon. I actually suggest a lot of your edge guards be throwing the weapon at them and then using unarmed to kill them, because unarmed has a much quicker and better edge guarding game than cannon. Cannon's main gimping technology is down air and ground pound that you can perform is a down air into ground pound if you expect them to dodge in. So let's just say this guy's going down. You could do something like that if you expect them to come straight back to the wall. It's very possible that they can do that, and it's a great way to edge guard a lot of people who do just go right back to that wall. Higher up levels, they do not go right back to the wall. And down air is not a quick attack, and neither is ground pound. Both very, very slow. So a lot of guitar recovery, sword recovery, a lot of that will just stuff your attack. And you'll have a problem gimping. So I suggest doing a lot of throwing it and using unarmed to try to gimp. But there is one gimp that I am extremely happy to pull off when it happens. It doesn't happen too often, but if your opponent is a spam jumper after they get knocked off, so they jump up right away, you can actually do a jump down air multiple times to kill them. And I'll try to show it right here. There we go. Did you see that? Now that person might have been able to get back there, but if they spam jump like they just did, there's no way they're gonna get back. And I've done it. I think it works a little bit better with more health because you have more time to attack when you do a down air. But it's still amazing to pull off when you do. It's still amazing to pull off and is pretty funny. But like I said, don't expect to do that every time because not many people will jump right away. There we go. See, just like that. Just a 2. And it's gimped. Another great edge guarding tool is actually to do gravity cancel and neutral light. So as you know, neutral light shoots the person down pretty far. Sometimes they don't expect you to just sit there and wait for another one like that and neutral light as so. So it happens. You can do it quite a bit. Boom, boom. They'll just jump right up there. And some people do this. You can do this actually backwards too if they're going to the place a little quicker. You can actually do a neutral light like so. The backward style is a little bit harder to pull off, but if you know they might go to the wall real quick, just like that, and you can turn that into a ground pound. But obviously if they have more health, you can do that a little better. Boom, dead, gone, destroyed. It's easy, easy peasy, winning squeezy. All right guys, I think that is gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any questions on something that I missed or I have performed in the video, don't forget to just leave them down in the comments below, and I will try to respond as quickly as I can to show you what I do in certain situations or stuff or whatever question you have. Let me know in the comments, do you enjoy canon, do you not? Is there something about canon you do not like or do like a lot about it? It did not get as much of a responding as I believe like Scythe did. Because I don't really see too many people play canon, but for those canon mains out there, we hype, you hype, we're all hype about the canon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave the like. And if you haven't already, why not drop a sub? Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.